The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared to respond whenever you need it.
I'd like to thank the Darien Foundation for their continued support. They've been a wonderful partner, and they've taken this vision that we've had for this property and make it a reality.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
This is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
It's important for people to be proud of where they live and to understand that if they want a better society, that they need to fund places like the Darien Foundation and the places like the Mather Homestead, because they're so rich in cultural achievements that it makes it a better place to live.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This is David Genovese, founder of Corbin Cares. Corbin Cares Phase 2, in partnership with the Darien Foundation, was launched to support the people who support Darien. Corbin Cares partnered with the Darien Foundation to thank essential workers, teachers, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, town employees, and postal workers who stepped up during the pandemic. Family meals for four were provided by Four Forks, Bodega, Michael Joseph's, 1020 Post, and Parlor Pizza and Wine. Post 53 was treated to a tacos and waffles night with Bodega and the Waffle Cabin. Thanks to countless donors, 910 family dinners for four and 110 posties were served. And the Corbin Cares office was flooded with notes, emails, and letters of gratitude. Thanks to the essential workers and generous donors, you are all that make this community great.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, A STEM initiative, students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are on the stage. We are at the big games. We are on the field. We are in the gym. We are on the move. Live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media. This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
this sunny spring afternoon, we have the first FCIAC boys volleyball contest of the season between the Darien Blue Wave and the Ridgefield Tigers. Pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Braden Shank joined alongside me, the Georgia Tech volleyball star Chris Leone. And Chris, Darien 7-0 on the season, Ridgefield 3-0. What do you think we're going to see today?
Well, it's a competitive conference match. There's always a lot of, excitement between these two schools historically, and both being undefeated. I think it'll be a great matchup.
So last year, these teams did meet in the FCIAC semifinals. It was the Blue Wave that got the best of the Tigers and went on to win the FCIAC championship. But we should have a good one on hand today. Once again, the first conference matchup today. Darien 7 wins against 7 out-of-conference opponents. Ridgefield only 3. So the winner of this will be getting the early leverage in the FCIAC. Darien huddling up. And for starting lineups for Darien will be Trey Davenport, Lucas Smith, Griffin Kraus, Luke Bradbury, Trevor Herget, and Daniel Morrissey for the Blue Wave. And for Ridgefield, it will be number 30, Rocco Bonadies, number 3, Matthew Konopka, number 21, David McDonald, number 2, Alistair Walsh, number 11, and Shuman Surawanshi, and number 4, Matthew Nachel. The starting lineup for Ridgefield. Number 21, McDonald, will be the libero. And Ridgefield will get the opening serve with number 9, Ian Sawadatuis. And that one tipped over. First point won by Ridgefield.
The set was just a little bit over the net, so the middle took advantage of that.
Rocco Bonadies picking up the first point for Ridgefield in this one.
Now serving.
Ridgefield with the serve. Bradbury on the outside. And a net violation on number 30 for Ridgefield. Bonadies, and Darien will pick up the point.
Rule to tip. Luke Bradbury on the serve.
Bradbury with the serve. On the outside, Herget with the kill.
Herget can go over the block, between the block, wherever he needs to get the kill, he does it for the Blue Wave.
Trevor Herget coming from the long line of volleyball brothers. Some call him the best Herget brother to play for head coach Lori LaRusso, and he picks up the kill right there. 2-1 our score. Bradbury with the serve. Konopka tipped over by Bonadies. Nawadi. Kraus getting it over. Konopka. Bonadies tips that one and gets it to go.
Bonadies with the tip.
Rocco Bonadies, the sophomore middle hitter for Ridgefield, 6'5", rostered. And gets that one over the block of Kraus and Davenport.
Yeah, it was a smart play by him. He knew the defense was lined up pretty far back and took advantage of the hole in the court.
That will be Matthew Konopka, sophomore setter for the Tigers with the serve. And that one gets over. Smith tipped over by Surawanshi. Bradbury. On the outside, the swing by Nachel. And that one will go out for the Ridgefield point.
Matt Konopka on serve.
Konopka once again to serve for Ridgefield. An all-FCIAC first teamer last year. Puts that one and can't get it over the net. So a serving error for Ridgefield.
Now serving Jeff Ndwadi.
Ndwadi with the serve. The libero for Darien this afternoon. Kraus. On the outside to Herget, blocked by Bonadies, but he can't get that one to stay in bounds.
Yeah, Herget kind of hung up there and was able to use the block.
That's no easy task. Rocco Bonadies stood up to trying to block Trevor Herget, and he got a hand on it, but just out. Darien's normal libero this season, Isaac McMullen, a junior captain, out today. So Ndwadi taking over the libero duties. And that one is a swing on the outside by Bonadies. Rocco Bonadies with another kill to his name in this one. Rostered as number 6, wearing number 30 today. Serve is up. At the net. Good job by Morrissey coming over, but he hits that one just a little hard. Another serve from the Tigers. Kraus on the outside to Herget with the swing, and he picks up the kill. Trevor Herget, 140 kills entering play today, number 1 in the state of Connecticut, and he picks up his first one of the afternoon. Austin Black checking in for the Blue Wave. That's Griffith Kraus. On the outside, Walsh. That's the point for Ridgefield.
9 for 30. Ian Swiatowicz in the game.
Swiatowicz checking back in for Ridgefield, number 9. Now David McDonald, serve. Dig from Bradbury, Kraus on the outside to Herget with the swing.
He's just having his day, hitting all around cross court, seam down the line. He's really mixing up his shots nicely.
Take another look at it. Trevor Herget going to that back row, finding the hole in the floor, and now Trevor Herget will serve. 23 aces on the season. He's going to look to pick up another one right here. Strong serve, and that one is out. Definitely put the velocity on it, but too much power from Herget.
Yeah, a little deep there.
Rare serving error from Trevor Herget, but it'll be an opportunity for Ridgefield, and now Surawanshi, senior captain for the Tigers. Herget with the set over to Bradbury. And that one is the point for Darien.
Bradbury did a good job doing an off-speed shot there. Confused the defense.
Take another look at it. Bradbury on the outside, just tipping that one. It was a good effort by Surawanski to try to grab it, but he just passed him. As now Morrissey with the serve. First year on varsity, first year playing volleyball for Daniel Morrissey. And up the middle, knocked over by number 9, Swiatowicz.
Yeah, now Ridgefield found the hole in Darien's court. Everyone's trying to be strategic here with their placement. The funny thing about boys volleyball is the rallies don't last nearly as long as the girls game. There's just a lot of power, and rallies seem to be finished quicker.
Bradbury. And on through the Ridgefield block, picking up the point. Big swing from Luke Bradbury. Take another look at it. Kraus with the set on the outside to Bradbury. And off the hand of number 3, Matthew Konopka. Smith with the serve. Swing there. And a violation on Ridgefield will give Blue Wave the point. Nachel called for going under the net. Smith will serve again. And just knocked over by number 3, Matthew Konopka. The setter just setting it over the net.
Yeah, the defense is on their heels on both sides. They got to be ready to play the tips as much as they are the big hits.
Swiatowicz now, sophomore middle hitter for Ridgefield on the serve. And now Bradbury on the outside, a big swing and the kill. Luke Bradbury, this team's number 2 on the attack, entering play, 71 kills. And you take another look at it. There's now Luke Bradbury with the serve. Just past McDonald. Bonadies tipping it over. Great save by Herget. And Davenport gets a hand on it, but Ridgefield will knock it home.
Yeah, Herget did a nice job playing defense on that tip. And Davenport just didn't press enough to keep the ball on Ridgefield's side.
And that was Rocco Bonadies, a second-year varsity player for Ridgefield. So far off to a hot start. at the net. Kraus will knock it over. Nachel. Herget on the outside, big swing. And that one is out off the hands of number 21, McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald was positioned nicely and dug it up, but just needed to angle it in the court.
And now Jeff Nawadi, rostered as number 3, wearing his libero jersey, number 20 this afternoon. And they're going to call the carry on Nachel. A little too obvious on that one. And now Nawadi will serve again.
A little trouble on serve receive.
And that one will get over. Great job by the Tigers. As now Herget with the kill.
Bradbury did a nice job coming in there and taking the second ball to set after Kraus had to dig up the first one.
Take another look at it. Trevor Herget going to that back row, and Walsh and picking up the kill. Dwadi with the serve, and that one is out, so Ridgefield dodging a bullet, and will get possession of the serve once again. Nickel, server for Ridgefield. Great dig by Herget. Kraus over to Morrissey. Morrissey tipping, staying on his side, and will pick up the point for Darien.
Yeah, that's a good reach with his less dominant hand to throw it in the middle hole there.
Taking a look at it, Kraus with the great set, and Morrissey jumping up and just tipping that one over the net. Walsh on the outside, stopped by Black and Morrissey. Walsh again.
Ooh.
Met at the net by Black, and going a little too far.
Black just got excited with that action at the net and just went under.
Taking a look at it, Austin Black made the first big stop and tried to go for the second one.
You know, he's historically a basketball player, and he's probably used to being under the hoop like that to get in the action.
And that one is served just long. And if there's one thing Austin Black could learn from his sister, Marin Black, playing for the Darien High School girls team this fall. So you've got some family chemistry there inside the volleyball sport, picking it up this year. And he's definitely got the height for it.
For sure.
Standing tall at 6'6" on the roster.
Yeah, it's perfect to block on the right side. A nice tall block to block the other team's outside hitter.
Herget with the serve, just trickling over the net. And now Sarawansky gets it for Ridgefield. Bradbury. Walsh now. And that one is out. Ridgefield looking for the touch, didn't get it. And now Herget will serve once again.
That one's in.
That one is in, an ace for Trevor Herget.
That's the nice thing with the topspin serve, because a lot of times like that, it'll just drop in at the last minute.
And you look at the big 3 categories in volleyball, the kills, the hitting percentage, and the aces. Aces, the only one Trevor doesn't lead the state of Connecticut, currently trailing now by 1 of Xavier's Rory McCormick. So he's going to look to try to pick up some ground there. But our score is 17-12. We're going to take a short break with the Ridgefield timeout and be right back on the DAF Media Network. First time out of the set to Ridgefield, and coming out of it, the serve will stay with Darien and Trevor Herget. Blue Wave up by 5 in the opening set. Trevor Herget having the ace on his last attempt.
this one up and off of the arms of McDonald. Great save by Sorowanski. And now Darien will go at it. Bradbury on the outside. And that one is in.
It's a nice sharp cross-court cut there by Bradbury.
Take another look at it. Kraus with the set on the outside to Bradbury. Might have touched the arms of McDonald, but the ref did call it in. Or the line judge, rather, signaling it in. So it is a Darien point. Now Herget will serve again. And that one not over the net. A serving error for Trevor Herget. And now senior captain on Schumann Sorowanski. Duarte with the serve receive.
It's a nice solid pass.
Morrissey through the block and picking up the point for Darien. Daniel Morrissey, the senior middle hitter, will now serve for Darien. Daniel Morrissey off to Penn State in the fall for academics, no sports, as that one up the middle knocked over by Tuis. On the outside, Walsh stopped by Davenport and Black. That one tipped over by Tuis.
It was a good effort by Morrissey. He made a good play on that ball, just couldn't quite get to the tip.
Take a look at it, Swiatowicz. Great job tipping past the outstretched reach of Bradbury.
Yeah, and it was a smart time to tip by Ridgefield because they had been blocked a few times when they swung.
And Alistair Walsh, to get with the dig. Kraus on the outside to Bradbury. And that one, ricochet off of
First of all,
Swiatowicz.
it was an impressive swing by Bradbury to crank it down the line. He's been hitting most of his shots cross court, but it was even more impressive that the right back defense guy was ready for that. He was in position and made the play. Just went, the power brought it deep.
It was off the high arms, the forearms of Sorowanski. So Darien's going to set up the offense, up by 6. Bradbury, a kill for him.
And then see he switches it back to cross court, so it's a good job mixing up his shots.
Take another look at it. Luke Bradbury on that outside. Going to his specialty on that cross court is now Lucas Smith with the serve and into the net.
It's funny to see a 6'5" guy come in to play defense in the back row.
Swiatowicz with the serve. Kraus over to Bradbury and off of Konopka, and the whistle giving it to Darien.
Yeah, it's a unfortunate for Ridgefield there because they actually got a good block set up there and did a nice job, but then just happened to have a net violation.
Rocco Bonadies on the net violation for Ridgefield. So Darien now 22-15 the score. Konopka just passed. Bonadies mistiming it. And
his vertical is ridiculous. I mean, I think over his chest is above the net, and that's why he can hit so straight down.
Herget can get up to that bottom white tape of the net. It's crazy as you take a look at it.
His feet are basically at the bottom of the net. I think Kraus just had a really tight pass, so had a net violation there.
Kraus, Bradbury getting it over and picking up the point. Kind of last resort for Darien, but Luke Bradbury will pick up the point.
Dan Morrissey back in the game, number 1.
Morrissey checking back in for Darien, and now to Duarte to serve. The libero for Darien this afternoon. Konopka on the set, and that one blocked by Morrissey. Bonadi's gonna try, and that one just hit a little wide.
Yeah, he tried to hit that inside the block, which was a good idea, but couldn't keep it in.
Now Darien will have set point in the opening set, 24-16. They're gonna look to close it out. And Duarte with the serve, and can't get it over the net. So Ridgefield will survive to see another point.
This is a far cry from a few years ago. Ridgefield used to have the loudest group of guys that would chant and cheer and flex and all sorts of things when they play Darien, and this team seems so quiet in comparison.
Walsh on the outside. Kraus is going to punch it over, and Darien will pick up the point. And that will do it for the first set. Darien will take it 25-17. Chris, what did you see in this first set?
You know what? I think Ridgefield probably will get their nerves out after that first one. I'm sure they're a little intimidated coming in against the Blue Wave, who's 7-0, and knowing obviously about Herget and his abilities. And at least, you know, saw that they could hang a little bit. I mean, they got 17 points. It wasn't by any means a washout, so I think they'll play more confident the second game, and Darien just needs to keep playing efficiently, and they can take this.
So Darien takes the first set, 25-17. We're going to take a short break on the DAF Media Network. DAF, of course, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We'll be back with second set volleyball.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Temperatures are rising, the flowers are blooming, and it is time for high school sports once again in the Nutmeg State. Hi everybody, I'm Braden Shank and welcome to this DAF Media special as we preview the 2022 spring campaign. The Blue Wave boys lacrosse team is looking to once again make a statement.
We're back here on the DAF Media Network, awaiting the start of the second set between Darien and Ridgefield. Darien taking the opening set 25-17, and they extend their set winning streak to 22 on the season. They've won every match 3-0 and go up 1-0 in this one. And you look at Darien's last 2 years, perfect 30-0. They have not lost since the pandemic, and their last loss coming back in 2019 in the Class L Championship to Staples. So it's ever since then, 30 straight wins for the Blue Wave boys team. And they're going to look to extend that here today against Ridgefield. Braden Shank and Chris Leone with you. So glad you could be with us here on this Wednesday afternoon from southwestern Connecticut.
I was at that Staples game. Their last loss in that championship was heartbreaking. It was like 15-13, or no, it was like 16-14 in the fifth set. I mean, it was either team. It was a battle the whole night. It was crazy.
That was another season for Darien. They lost the opening match to Newtown. They went on another magical winning streak and won the first and the last game of the season, the only two losses of that year.
Yeah, and they played Staples for the FCIAC championship and beat them, and then played Staples again for states and just lost a really close one.
Great save by Matthew Natural there for Ridgefield, pancaking it. And now McDonald over to Konopka on the outside. Nachel with the swing. Great dig by Nadwadi.
Yeah, good dig.
And the whistle will be blown and given the point to Darien.
Had a little bit of a rally there for the first time today.
Give credit there to Darien's libero, Jeff Nadwadi, making the big dig for Darien. Isaac McMullen, the team's normal libero, has not played since Cheshire, the third match of the season. So he's missed 4 straight games, and Nadwadi's been doing a great job filling the role of the junior captain. And McMullen is now Bradbury. Over to Kraus. Konopka on the outside. Nachel with the swing and the kill.
Yeah, he did a good job swinging over Kraus because you've got a smaller blocker there down the line versus trying to go across court through Davenport. So it was a good job by him.
Swiatowicz with the serve for Ridgefield. Oster is number 13, wearing number 9 today. Davenport through the block. Ridgefield now resetting. Bonity is tipping it over. Herget with the stop, and Davenport gets it over. Nachel, and off of Nadwadi out of play. Ridgefield point. Swiatowicz now once again to serve. Had 43 kills last year as a freshman, and he would pick up the ace right there. Ridgefield off to the early lead in the second set. Herget at the net. Kraus going a little too far.
Another difference you see in the boys volleyball versus the girls at the high school level even is a lot of times the boy players like to receive the serve with their hands. You don't see that nearly as often in the girls game. They mostly try to pass the serve with their platforms.
And no one out on the swing. Ridgefield's going to extend their lead to 4. Ridgefield sideline now, starting to get into it. Swiatowicz with the serve. Smith with the reception.
It's a strong pass by Smith.
Herget slams it down.
See, that's all the Blue Wave needs to do is get a decent pass enough that Kraus can get that ball out to Herget, and there's going to be a put away.
Trevor Herget entering play today, a 62.8 kill percentage. That's unbelievable. More than half the attempts he has resulting in the kill.
All his swings might be kills tonight so far.
I think that might be true,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, he's hitting 1,000 right now, I think.
As that one into the net, the error giving Ridgefield the point. Konopka for Ridgefield. And he will pick up the ace. Konopka, the setter for Ridgefield, extending the lead.
Darien's having trouble serve receiving right now. Ridgefield's serving them tough, and they just can't seem to get a good pass going.
And that one is in, an ace for Konopka.
Timeout, Darien.
Yeah, see, Ridgefield's got a little confidence heading into the second set. You know, they got their worries out the first set and can just play a little more confidently.
8-2 the score. Head coach Lori LaRusso is going to take her first timeout in this one. And a big storyline to watch in this one. Ridgefield's head coach LaDanya Saber, her sister Vera Gonzalez, the assistant coach of Darien, formerly coached together over at Ridgefield. Vera leaving this year to come join head coach Lori LaRusso and Darien. And Chris, do you think that adds an extra layer of rivalry to this one?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I don't know how much the sisters talk behind the scenes, but hopefully no one's sharing any intel.
And teams huddling up on Darien's first timeout of the set. Blue Wave looking to get some momentum back in their favor, down by 6. And Ridgefield just looking to keep doing the same. Ridgefield 3-0 on the season. They beat Staples and Danbury in 2 out-of-conference games. They will play both of those teams later this year in the conference matchup, as well as taking a trip up to Farmington. Taking down the Nighthawks 3-2. Konopka with the serve. And that one is out. So out of the timeout, Darien doing exactly what they thought, slowing down Ridgefield. Now they will check Austin Black into the game. Kraus with the serve. McDonald.
That's a good pass.
Konopka will get it over. Herget on the outside.
Whoa.
And now one up in the rafters, and he picks up the kill.
I'm not sure he saw that. He kind of tossed his shoulder up there and was able to pop it up. I mean, I wouldn't want to be playing defense, trying to dig that either.
Trevor Herget just puts velocity on that ball.
If you don't get your hands or some body part up, you're going to be in trouble.
Konopka on the outside to Bonadies. And Ridgefield picks up the point. Rocco Bonadies, number 30 for the Tigers. That will be Nakel.
Ridgefield players have their elbows up to try to screen. If anyone's seeing that at home, when they're at the net and their team's serving, they put their hands behind their heads and widen their elbows out to try to create a screen across the front line so the Darien passers can't see the serve coming in as easily, and it makes it harder for them to pass.
That was number 2, Alistair Walsh, who was doing the screen, an all FCIAC honorable mention last season. Got the volleyball IQ. That's now Trevor Herget with the serve. Wow, and that one is an ace. What's the height on the serve? It slams that one back row for the ace. Cutting the lead down to 3 this set.
The Herget brothers all grew up with this top spin jump serve, all very similar.
Herget once again, and that one off the arms of McDonald. And another ace for Herget. And head coach Caber will take her first timeout of the set. 9-7 our score. We're going to take a short break and be right back on the DAF Media Network. We welcome you back inside the Darien High School main gym. Trevor Herget to serve for Darien. 2 aces. It's been the serving errors that have killed him this afternoon. If he can keep the serves over the net, he'll be looking pretty. Herget with a strong serve off McDonald once again. Good job by Walsh coming over. Kraus on the outside, tipped over by Bradbury, and he picks up the point.
Yeah, another smart play by Bradbury, looking like he's going to swing it at the last minute, switching to a tip.
Take another look at it, tipping over that first line blockers for Ridgefield. Herget with the serve. McDonald. That one slammed home by Bradbury.
On the overpass, yeah, that strong serve creates that opportunity for the net players. An overpass is a hitter's favorite play in volleyball because it's so tight to the net. You can really just get up and have a free swing against no block typically.
Herget to serve once again. Aiming for McDonald in the back row. At least that has been his strategy. Once again going to McDonald. Nice job by Konopka with the set. We got ourselves a point here. A rally rather. And that one won by Bradbury.
McDonald was probably hoping for Ridgefield to get that point so he doesn't have to pass any more of these serves. He's doing a good job, though, as the more balls he receives.
And on that serve reception, it's no easy task for McDonald. He's just putting the arms out, hoping for the best. So far, it's been working for McDonald as that one is served out. So once again, the service error coming to bite Trevor Herget.
Yeah, that's an okay ratio, though. Typically, if you can get 1 ace to 1 error, you're doing well, and he's got more aces than he does errors, so he's ahead of the game.
And now David McDonald with the serve. Dwadi with the reception on the outside to Bradbury. And great dig there from Ridgefield Konopka. Kraus on the outside to Black, going with the left hand and stopped by Walsh.
See, that's another nice advantage to have Black on the right side. Not only is he tall, obviously, and provides a really good block against the opponent's outside hitter, but he's left-handed, which is a strong side for a lefty on the right side to swing like that.
Now McDonald. Kraus on the outside to Bradbury. Hitting through the block. Sorwanski. Kraus. Once again going to Bradbury on the outside. And that one is in.
Suryawanshi isn't that tall, and he's doing a nice job over there getting some stops on the block.
It's funny, and Schumann Sorwanski listed on Max Preps as 7'3". Don't think that's true, but definitely has some height to him. As that one.
7'3", geez, that's got to be a joke.
And now Ridgefield, Konopka over to Sorwanski. Black. On the outside to Alistair Walsh. And right into the arms of Austin Black. Was talking with the chair referee, couldn't get the call.
Well, he just wasn't sure which side the ball was on him. Hold on a minute.
And Chris Leone swinging into the action now, throwing the ball.
Does everybody get that?
Throwing the ball over to Sorawanshi for the serve. Forget falling to the ground, getting it over to Bradbury. Bradbury with the kill.
17 for 12. Lucas
Now Smith will check back in for Darien in the place of Austin Black. And Smith will serve. 3 aces to Lucas's name this season. Doesn't have the jump serve, just goes with the standard serve. And up the middle, Swiatowicz with the kill for Ridgefield. Swiatowicz, my apologies.
Alistair Walsh serving.
Now the sophomore Alistair Walsh. Walsh serving it just short under the net. And we're tied at 13. Once again, you're watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, bringing you this live coverage of varsity boys volleyball. Bradbury with the serve, and just long. Serving errors once again hurting Darien this afternoon. Swiatowicz with the serve. Davenport. Konopka, tip to Bonadies. Hergen on the outside. He's going to try the tipping game. Good save by Konopka. Maple. Rally going here. Herget will pick up the point.
The ref could have called Lucas Smith's set there because it definitely did not come out cleanly, but he cut him some slack, I think, since he's not the actual setter.
Danya Saber was looking for the call on Smith, didn't get it. And now Trey Davenport. Interesting wind-up, and he hits it just wide of the net. Or just wide of the court, rather, as Ridgefield's going to keep their 1-point lead. Matthew Konopka, sophomore All-FCIAC first teamer last season with the serve.
Good pass by Smith.
Morrissey.
I think there was a net violation there, yeah.
And Morrissey committing the net violation. A great swing from Daniel, though. And yep, pretty clearly hitting that top of the net. And now Konopka with the serve once again. On the outside to Herget. McDonald over to Nakel. Kraus to Morrissey. He's going to tip it. Sorwanski with the stop. Bonadies going long. Now Griffith Kraus, sophomore second-year varsity player. Austin Black checking right back in for Darien. Short bench for Darien, only 2 players on it, a roster of 8 for Darien today. And that one is picked up for the kill. 17-5, Ridgefield maintaining the lead. They were off to the races early in the set. So far holding strong. Nakel. Dig by Bradbury, Kraus. Back to Bradbury. Bonadies.
Good block by Morrissey.
And now Walsh, kept in by Nadwadi. Bradbury once again.
It's a good roll shot there.
Ridgefield picks up the point there. Beautifully placed shot.
Is that by Bonadies, I think?
From Bonadies, Rocco Bonadies, number 30.
Yeah, he rolled it right into the hole down the middle.
Bonadies had 14 kills in the team's opening win against Staples. Having a great performance today against the Blue Wave. As Herget now on the outside, just going to set it over.
I don't think the Blue Wave, oh, that's tricky.
And Darien will pick up the point as that one hits the antenna.
I never like when the set is really tight because it invites the players to potentially go underneath trying to save it, which wipes out knees and ankles, so it's always a little bit precarious when that happens.
Herget. Just trickling over the tape is now Ridgefield's going to set up the offense. Walsh stopped by Austin Black. And they're going to say it hit inside the Darien.
It was on the Darien side. You know, Ridgefield did a good job there. They got Herget out of the service rotation by getting the kill right away on his first serve against them. So that's a big rotation for them to get out of serve receive.
Still good attempt by Black, got the hands on it. Kraus now on the outside to Bradbury with the swing. And that one is out.
I don't think Blue Wave has lost a set this year yet, have they?
They have not. 22-0.
So they're not used to being in this position, you know, and they're going to have to dig themselves out of this hole. It's a good experience for them.
And Chris Darien's not used to this situation. What do you think is being said in their huddle right now?
Coach Lewis was probably just trying to calm them down, settle them down, just tell them to get back to the basics. They really just need to get a good, solid pass. Really, their serve receive is the only thing that's really been weak this set. That's put them down, you know, in the opening of the game. It was 8-2 off of mostly serve receive errors. So she's just going to settle them, have them take a deep breath, focus on just passing the first ball and getting the ball back on their side of the net.
We're going to take a short commercial break on the DAF Media Network and be right back with more of this second set. Back here on the DAF Media Network, David McDonald with the serve. And he serves it wide.
Now serving Morrissey.
Morrissey with the serve, 20-17. Ridgefield leads in the second set. Swing there from Walsh, turned away. On the outside to Bradbury. He picks up the kill. Bradbury with the big kill for Darien. Second on this team in kills. Having a great performance this afternoon. Morrissey now with the serve. Walsh just going to retreat it over. Bradbury. And off the hands of Nakel for the point.
It was a good, strong swing by Bradbury because the set was pretty far off the net, and he still brought a lot of heat with that swing to get himself the kill.
Morrissey now once again on the serve. Darien climbing back in this set. We're down 20-16 as one past couple points as that one is out right on cue. Ridgefield edging close to that set win, and it would be the first time Darien would lose a set all season, but there is still some time for Darien to rebound in this.
They're not going to go down without swinging if they do even go down. Lucky break for the Blue Wave with that.
17 for 12. Lucas Smith.
Now Smith checking back in for Black. Lucas Smith to serve. 21-20 actually. So Darien just trailing 1. My apologies on that. Konopka, big swing by Swiatowicz. And that one in the production area over here. 21-21, we're tied. Smith to serve once again, now in a tied set. And a serving error.
A lot of service errors in a row, 2 for Blue Wave and 1 in between by Ridgefield.
That's something that really is a killer to any team, especially in these close matches.
Yeah, late in the set particularly is tough.
Hurget. Kraus on the outside to Bradbury with the swing.
That was a really nice swing. It was in his wheelhouse. He was able to take a good long approach, build the momentum, and the set was nicely placed by Kraus tight to the net.
To the shoes of Sorowanski. And now Luke Bradbury will serve to try to pick up the set win for Darien. 22-22 the score. And serving it
that was in,
on the line.
I don't think the line judge saw it. The head ref had it called up, but it was for sure in.
And now head coach Saber will take her final timeout of the set. Darien leading 23-22. We're going to take another short commercial break, and when we come back, the end of this exciting second set on the DAF Media Network.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Final timeout of the set. And now Luke Bradbury with the serve. Touching it is Nakel. Great save by McDonald. Walsh is going to get everything he's got, but not enough.
Yeah, there's not enough ceiling height in this gym for him to be able to angle that back over from that deep in the court.
24-22. Bradbury. Konopka on the outside. Nakel. Hurget now. Stopped by Ridgefield. And a big block for the Tigers.
They hang on there with that big stuff block at a crucial time, and they got it on Hurget, which makes them extra excited.
Swiatowicz with the big block. Swiatowicz, my apologies. And now he will serve. That's a big accomplishment for Ridgefield, stopping someone of Trevor Hurget's caliber.
Yeah, I mean, that was set point for them otherwise, so that was a great stop.
Kraus over to Hurget. And
that was actually out. Yeah, I think that's the right call. The head referee overruled the line judge because that was definitely a long swing by Hurget and tied up the game for Ridgefield, so it was very important. Wow, back to a serve-receive problem. This is a big switch in momentum suddenly when Darien was about to win 24-23.
25-24, Ridgefield leads. A big next point, set point for Ridgefield. They're looking to take down Darien. The set is up, and now one is.
Oh my God, when you've got the team nervous and on their heels, you just put that ball in the court. Now Darien has new.
Jeff Nduwadi, the first-year volleyball player to serve. Nduwadi with the serve. And they're going to give it to Darien, saying it's in.
so he got an ace. It's impressive. There's 3 players on the Darien court that are all new to volleyball this year, doing a great job for them, including.
The refs all had to check each other on that one, make sure they got the call right. They say it went to that back far corner. As now Dwadi with the serve. Konopka on the outside to Nakel with the swing. Just past Morrissey. Herget now with the swing. And the kill. Darien taking the second set.
They hung on with the skin of their chinny chin chins to not lose a set yet.
27-25, the final. Chris, what'd you see in that set?
Well, Ridgefield came out a lot stronger in that second set, which I was thinking they might do after getting their nerves out in that first set. Darien's serve receive really broke down in that second set, and it even was breaking down a little bit at the end, but they were able to battle back and pull out the win still. Ridgefield should have confidence, though, going into this third set. They kept it really close and had many chances to win, so we'll see what happens.
And they almost did something that no team has been able to do to Darien this year, and that was just take a set. But nonetheless, Darien takes it. They lead 2-0. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we return, the third set between Darien and Ridgefield on the DAF Media Network.
If you live in Darien, most likely you've benefited from the Darien Foundation. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4 million in grants to the Darien Emergency Services, public schools, and community organizations.
My husband and I are so happy to be raising our 4 young children in Darien. Over the years, I have admired the projects that the Darien Foundation has supported, and I'm excited to be a member of the board helping to further support the Foundation's mission. Kids' eyes light up when they talk about learning and eating in the edible garden at Tokenique School. And as a family, we've had so much fun watching varsity field hockey and lacrosse games under the Darien High School stadium lights. It certainly gives us peace of mind to know that if and when the next storm hits town, the Darien Library will always have power thanks to the Darien Foundation providing a generator.
As a resource, the Darien Foundation is unique within Fairfield County and indeed unique on a national level. For 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien and offering our community organizations, emergency services, and schools a local resource to help them pursue innovation and excellence. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
Back here on the DAF Media Network. Before we get to this third set, I'm going to give a shout out to our amazing DAF Media production crew, all student volunteers bringing you the sights and sounds in this one. Connor Russo, Harris Cavana, Cam McGraw, Colin Moody, and up top, James Leone. Braden Shank and Chris Leone with you. So glad you could be with us. And of course, the great Damian Andrew, our advisor of DAF Media, the joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Darien has taken the first 2 sets. First one 25-17, the second one 27-25. Ridgefield looking for a breakthrough and to extend it to a 4th set. It will be the sophomore Ian Swiatowicz. who will start the third set. And we're underway. Herget over to Kraus on the outside to Bradbury with the swing. And off of the Ridgefield blocker and Bonadies for the Darien point. Take another look at it. Bonadies and Konopka going up for it. Just off that left arm of Bonadies. Bradbury with the serve. And Herget slamming it.
When I saw that overpass, I mean, most hitters can crush overpasses, but when I saw it going to Herget, I knew for sure that was going to be put away for a kill.
Trevor Herget, take another look at it. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch him out there. His brother Tim over at Penn State playing volleyball. His brother Todd over at Ohio State. Trevor just a junior. Got to assume will be playing at the collegiate level in 2 years, especially with his talent as Darien picks up the point there. Luke Bradbury, the senior captain for Darien. Serve once again. And that one tipped over from Konopka, and Dwadi tries to keep it alive.
Yeah, it's a great effort by Nawadi.
Nonetheless, a Ridgefield point there on the board this set. Matthew Konopka now, his older brother Harrison, Ridgefield High School class of 2021, one of their volleyball players. Key part in their team last year is now McDonald will get it over on the free ball. Kraus on the outside to Herget with the swing, and that one's in.
Yeah, he swung high and deep on that one. Still caught the back line.
Take another look at it. Kraus on the outside to Herget. Dwadi with the serve now for Darien. The liner serve. Kraus just out.
Kraus was excited to get his chance at the overpass, but setters don't get to swing much, so.
Griffith, 5 kills on the season for him. The team's setter, 210 assists.
He's smiling, he knows. He's like, well, I tried.
That's something. Griffith really a consistent player for Darien. 421 ball handling attempts entering play today, only 7 errors. So that's a pretty good ratio right there.
Nice serve down the line.
That one is the ace for Nakel. Now Matthew Nakel, one of 3 Matthews on this Ridgefield team.
Yeah, that's a little confusing.
Kraus over to Herget and stopped by Bonadies, but just out of bounds.
Couldn't quite turn it to keep it in bounds.
And it's tough when someone like Trevor Herget is swinging at you to try to first make the block and then angle it in play.
Yeah, you got to take your right hand and turn it back towards the court.
Kraus, serve. Donald on the reception. At the net, Morrissey going over and solidifying the point for Darien.
Yeah, I'm not sure that ball passed the plane of the net ever even.
Griffith Kraus, the sophomore setter for Darien, the serve. Had 1 ace and 1 dig versus Ridgefield in the semifinals last year. Of course, the semifinals of the FCIAC, that is. Herget, back row to Bradbury. And now Bonadies is gonna punch it, and just long.
It's the right idea because the Darien defense was scrunched in, so to send that deep was a good idea. Just put a little too much on it.
Good idea. It's now Kraus to serve once again. And that one is long, so another serving error from Darien, resulting in the Ridgefield point. So David McDonald plays for the Northeast Club in the club season. Libero, the sophomore, to serve. And off of the Dwadi, and the ace for Ridgefield. Donald once again on the serve, 5'7" on the roster, and
Bradbury almost played that ball. That was way deep, though. He got lucky not to touch that.
Luke Bradbury dodges it, picking up the point for Darien. Now Herget with the serve. going to be interesting here, this first serve for Herget. The errors have been what killed Trevor so far today on the serve, that is. And a strong serve there off of the body of Nakel.
It's a lot of heat on that one.
Even look at Nakel. He didn't even see that one.
Probably not. The thing with a top spin jump serve, if you can get underneath, if you can see it and track it and get underneath it, it pops really nicely off your platform. You just have to get there and stick your platform.
Ridgefield's getting ready. Nakel and McDonald taking a couple steps back. Herget with the serve, and off of McDonald, and another ace for Trevor.
Yeah, that's hard to pass that ball outside your body when it's coming that fast.
And Ridgefield will take the timeout by head coach LaDanya Saber. And we're going to take a short break on the DAF Media Network and be right back. Darien leading 10-5 in the third set. Back here on the DAF Media Network, Trevor Herget with the serve. Last time head coach Saber called the timeout, slowed down Herget. She's going to look to do the same. Herget 2 aces so far to his name in this run. And that one over and off of Nakel.
Ridgefield needs to get a side out here and stay in this game, because with Darien up 2-0, if they let them get too far ahead in this third set, Darien's just going to roll to the match win too easily.
Trevor Herget on the serve. And can't get it over the tape, so another error for Darien on the serve, and Ridgefield will dodge a bullet and get the serve right back. And Noah Burra, number 5, the junior, going to check in, the defensive specialist. Just a junior. And Ridgefield's now going to go into their depth and look for something. Kraus on the outside to Bradbury with the swing. Burra gets a hand on it, but just out of play. Now his brother Noel Burra, the junior, gonna check in. Noel Burra, my apologies. He's gonna check in the junior setter, as now Daniel Morrissey for Darien. Morrissey, once again, the first-year volleyball player. Burra on the set outside and off the antenna.
Yeah.
A little bit of a delayed call, but they do make it. Serve McDonald with the reception. Burra on the outside to Konopka. And into the closet off of Herget. Bradley Stevens grabbing that ball, the JV libero. And now will be a Ridgefield serve. As Alistair Walsh, the sophomore, had 3 kills versus Danbury last week. Kraus with the set.
Good pass by Ndawadi.
And Bradbury with the kill.
Yeah, he took a little speed off of that and just tried to pop it in the hole. Did a nice job.
And Lucas Smith checking in for Black. Smith to serve.
Good pass.
Burrow on the outside. Nakel with the swing. Herget now tipping it and getting it over. Trevor Herget just pulling out all the tricks he's got today.
He is. Nakel tried to make a play on that. He was up to block the big hit, realized it was a tip. You know, did a good effort trying to play it, just couldn't come up with it.
And that one trickles over the netting.
That was good luck for Lucas Smith.
Lucas Smith picking up the ace. For Smith, only his 4th ace of the season, but it extends the Darien lead. Burra on the outside to Konopka.
Great dig
by
Herget.
Bradbury going to tip it. And
hit the antenna, yeah. It was a nice defensive read by Herget. He stepped into that hole and dug it right up.
Swiatowicz with the serve. Ian Swiatowicz, sophomore middle hitter.
Back in the game, number 30.
And that one not high enough. Morrissey checking back in.
Morrissey back in the game. Bradbury serving.
Luke Bradbury with the serve.
I think she's questioning, Coach Lewis was questioning what rotation they're in, making sure they're in the right serve position.
And Davenport's going to come into the front row.
Yeah, now the referee's trying to call them for being out of rotation. But they made the sub before he did that. He needed to realize that before Darien made the sub. That's interesting. So anyway, if you are out of rotation, you do lose the serve. However, Darien subbed in the player before a referee called anybody being out of rotation. Usually the referee has to realize that that mistake has been made for you to lose the ball. So that could have really went either way, but I think Blue Wave's up by enough that they're not going to argue it.
Dug there. It's also interesting, the referee signaled the five fingers up. Not sure if that means anything, but Ridgefield gets the point. 17-9 ashore. Herget stopped, but that one is out.
Yeah, off the block.
Trevor Herget once again showing the power. As it's Jeff Ndwadi's serve. And can't get it to go.
He didn't get the lucky drip over like Smith got.
Ridgefield bench now going to try to cycle up the team. Matthew Nakel, senior outside hitter, to serve. High jump serve, and that one is out for the Darien point. It's close to the line, but the line judge signaling it out. And at the net, Herget's just going to dump it over.
Yeah.
I mean, Trevor Herget cannot be stopped, and Ridgefield's tried all game but not successful. Right when you think you have him cornered, you just can't contain him right there, dumping it over for the Darien point. Konopka on the sets, but the bad set called for the double touch.
Yep.
Konopka, the sophomore setter, making the ball handling error.
The wind's kind of out of Ridgefield's sails right now. They shouldn't give up. They're kind of, you can just see they're a little disappointed. Not playing with a lot of energy.
McDonald on the reception. Konopka on the outside swing by Walsh. Stopped in a block.
Yeah, nice block by Morrissey.
For Daniel Morrissey. Morrissey only his 5th block of the season, but using the 6'5" height on him to make the stop. Kraus with the serve. Konopka, big swing by Bonadies.
Yeah, that was a great swing. He went outside the block and just brought it straight down.
Rocco Bonadies with the big kill. Great set from Konopka. And now McDonald.
When you're newer to the game, like Morrissey is blocking, it's hard to read which shoulder you're supposed to be lined up on if the play's quick.
And the service error from McDonald.
Now serving Trevor Herget.
Herget will serve 23-11 in the 3rd set. And that went off of Nakel out of bounds, though. So Darien will now move to match point at 24-11. Herget lining up for the serve. Serving it. Great job by Walsh. That one's going to go.
That was impressive that it cleared all those beams without touching any of them.
And that will do it. Darien taking the third set, 25-11. They will take the match by the final score of 3-0. Chris, what'd you see today overall?
It was, it was competitive for a while. Ridgefield, especially in that second set, they showed heart, they fought, they could have won that second set. It really could have gone either way. But Darien, credit to Coach LaRusso and the team she puts out there. They're well practiced and they do a good job even when times get tough, pulling out the win.
So Darien with this win will go to 8-0 on the season, 1-0 in the conference. Ridgefield dropping to 3-1 and 0-1 in the conference. Chris, what do you think Ridgefield's going to tweak going and playing the undefeated Trumbull Eagles later this week?
You know what, just playing with a lot of energy and a lot of confidence. They should be proud of, like I said, that second set here. I mean, even the first set they had about 17 points, but they're playing against this undefeated strong team. They're facing some really good hitters on the Darien side. They got some blocks in. They had a couple good swings, so I think they have a lot to work with.
So once again, your final score, Darien 3 sets, Ridgefield none, and Darien will take this match. I'm going to give one final shout out to our production crew this afternoon: Harris Cavana, Connor Russo, Cam McGraw, Colin Moody, James Leone, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. So for our entire crew, Chris Leone saying so long from the Darien High School main gym. I've been Braden Shank, and we thank you for watching this production of DAF Media, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.